Hello, hello, welcome. And before we begin, let's just arrive for a moment. Wherever you are, there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to fix. This is simply a space to pause and remember yourself. Okay, so today I want to share a small moment from this past week. Not because it was dramatic, but because it revealed something very powerful. These are the moments that I pay attention to now. The ordinary moments that show us where balance is being restored. The other day, there was an issue in my building, and I could hear water out in the hallway. I thought, oh, somebody's out there cleaning. And but they were out there for an awfully long time. And I'm like, whatever they're doing, they're pouring water down the stairs. What's going on? So I opened the door. There was nobody in the hallway, but there was a waterfall of water coming in over the back door. So I immediately contacted the landlord, right? Everything I needed to do was done. But then it happened. I noticed something else. My heart was pounding, and there was this sense of chaos that felt oddly familiar. I had this feeling that I was in trouble. And these old thoughts started rushing in. It's like you should have known that that was going to leak. You should have known better. You should have prepared the roof or watched the snow or whatever, right? It was like I just thought I should have known that I was somehow responsible that this water was pouring in. I could have prevented it. Nothing dramatic was happening in that moment, but my body was reacting as if there was. And that's when I caught it. Not the leak, but the pattern. That reflex to take responsibility. I couldn't believe how fast it popped in. I couldn't believe how familiar it felt, actually. It didn't make sense why I was feeling that way. It wasn't logical. It was memory. There's something I want to name clearly here. Responsibility and blame are not the same thing. And awareness does not equal ownership. I acted responsibly, right? I contacted my landlord and I stayed present. The problem was not mine to carry. But my body remembered an old role, one that took responsibility for everything, even when it wasn't mine. This time, I didn't step into it. I noticed it. I stayed grounded. I witnessed it. And I let it pass. That choice to not pick it up and hold on to it again and roll back over all of that old stuff. The choice to not pick all of that up again, that tells me that balance is restored. And to be honest, this is how the Star of Life blueprint actually lives in real life. Right? We arrive in the body. We allow meaning to settle and we let truth integrate. And when that happens, embodiment follows naturally. A star isn't something we learn, it's something we live through, moment by moment, choice by choice. And this was one of those moments for me. So I'll offer you this question, not to answer right now, but just to notice. Where in your life do you feel responsible for things that were never yours to carry? Let your body answer first. Where are you feeling that? That moment, choosing not to pick it up. That's how balance returns. That's Ma'at. That's Earth Mother work. And that's the kind of remembering we explore inside the Star of Life, both here and in places where we gather together. So if you feel curious to go deeper, or if you want to explore how this shows up in your own life, you're more than welcome to reach out. So for now, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing balance one moment at a time. Thank you.